Sup, I'm back again with another video just to clarify a few things. Obviously, I know I don't really have much of a social presence, so whenever I do have something to say, I'll probably just make a video like this to compile my thoughts and everything that's been building up behind the scenes. A lot of this is going to consist of me just talking off the top of my head, or just saying things that are coming to mind, but there are definitely a few things that I want to make sure that are getting said. First, the album is basically done. I'm just doing some final rough drafts and waiting on the finished cover art to be done so I can start actually doing real promotion. Along with that, this is some of the most introspective work I feel like I've ever done and probably will do for a long time. And to be honest, numbers really hasn't ever affected me in the past, but for some reason this one is really making me terrified of this one doing poorly. Mainly due to the fact that just what's being talked about in this project is so near and dear to my heart that I'm actually terrified of this album flopping. So I did try and find a balance between lyricism that's a little bit obscured just so other people can relate, and also guaranteeing that I'm saying things that are actually important to myself. And at the same time, I'm just glad that I'm able to make art again and create something that actually means something to me, no matter how big or small it will end up being. And I know that there are people out there who will want to listen, and for that, I give my thanks. And honestly, the reason I'm making this video kind of comes from the same place that this album does. The main reason why I wanted to make this video is because I feel like I truly have nobody to talk to, and it makes me extremely depressed whenever I think about it. The other night, for example, I was trying to explain what my music means to someone, and ironically enough, it was a specific person that I write most of my lyrics about. And yet they still didn't seem to understand. Maybe they do understand and they're just playing pretend so they don't have to deal with the awkwardness of my confession. At the same time, I just wish I could come out directly and say how I truly feel, but I'm terrified that if I do that, then the reciprocation just wouldn't be the same. Then I'll lose what I originally had with that person. I'm also extremely scared of getting older. Every day it feels like I just want to be 12 years old again. And that thought only gets louder and louder as I move further away from that time of complete ignorance. I'm scared that people will never understand me, and I've already acknowledged that nobody will truly ever understand me because I'm the only person capable of doing that. But at the same time, I just want to scream in everybody's faces and say, look at me. Help me, please. Make me feel something other than self-deprecation. Make me feel something other than wanting to kill myself. The main reason I'm making this video is because I know that rarely anybody will decide to watch it, but I also know that a very small number of people probably will, and it at least lets me be heard a little bit without having to directly reach out to someone else, because I hate reaching out. I hate looking weak. I hate looking like I need other people just so I can feel like whatever stupid chemical imbalance in my brain isn't really there. I understand that making this video as a way of screaming out into the void might seem selfish, but in my eyes it truly feels like the only thing I can do without having to deal with the embarrassment or judgment from other people. The internet allows me to stay somewhat anonymous, and shouting into an open void feels better than keeping my mouth shut entirely. And to circle back to the main point, if you can't already tell from what I'm saying, I'm just in a very sad and confusing state at the moment, and the music that I'm working on heavily reflects that. I just want everybody to know that I'm still making music and I'm still trying to be the best artist that I can be. Thanks.